your little thing there just to see if you can hear both of us.
Okay.
Oh, my YouTube open. Okay, it says it's there.
Okay, I see it.
You're going to have to talk loud and clear.
Okay. Loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Can you hear yourself?
I may have to lower the volume on this. Let me try to lower the volume on this. It sounds like.
Okay, the volume's all the way up right now. I'm going down by where you talk, so try again to talk. Say, hello, it's Donna.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Can everybody hear Donna? DTM, are you here? Go ahead and put a comment in, so maybe I don't know who's watching or if he's even on yet. One watching, so he's not even on yet.
It sounds like a real delay.
That's because it's echo of me. So every time I talk, I'm going to move the phone away, and when you talk, I'm going to put it up. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay.
Loudly.
Okay. Can you hear me on here?
I can hear you fine. See, every time I talk, I pull the phone away so that there's no echo. When you talk, I'm going to put it up next to my phone so there's no echo. Why don't we try that out and then see how it sounds? So go ahead, Donna. Tell us a little bit about your story and what happened to you.
Oh, boy. That's a hard one to start. Where do I start that one?
Yeah, and you might want to turn your volume down because there's a little bit of a delay, but we can hear you. Where do you start? You know, how...
You have to lead this.
Okay, lead. Okay. Donna is an amazing mother, wife. I mean, she's divorced now, but her life fell apart because it was stolen from her. It's a very bizarre story, but it's really happening and it's really real, and she's living through the hell of it every day. And because this is such a rare, unheard of thing, she is desperate for help because, unfortunately, if it isn't in the textbooks, the medical system, you know, just says you're nuts and throws you out. So she needs serious help, like full body snatch, which is hard to comprehend, but it's real. It's do some research on insects who are eaten by parasites. So the parasites will literally eat the bug from the inside out. You're eaten alive, and then the parasite takes over the brain, and then the bug continues to live controlled by the parasite alone. And what she experienced is almost this to a T. She was a zombie. They even called them zombie bugs. For a while, she was not at all conscious. She remembers what felt like dying, and then a very long time later, coming to. Okay, that's fine. I'll take care of it in a minute. Close the door. So,
Okay.
as interesting as that sounds, I'll let her talk some.
Should I start like how it started?
Sure.
Okay. I was stuck putting the pieces together. This was done to me when I was a child. So it was in my system for a really long time. And I was going through different things, but it was always misdiagnosed. The final, I would complain about like little things the past probably 15 years. And the past 2.5 years was the complete finishing takeover. I am fully parasited. It runs it. It needs everything new. I do not have any body parts that I was born with at all. I am completely made of a reptile with parts. I cannot get help. It is falling apart. My father did this to me as a sacrifice to these societies. And once you say that, sometimes people claim conspiracy theory. I never knew he was in this. Never, ever, ever. I never knew that side of the family was part of this. During the research, we found proof of it. And they would fly stuff by my house, and they wanted me to think it was an alien attack that got me. But they know the perfect timing of this and the full takeover timing. So that's when he disappears.
So they disappeared when they knew she was going to go down. When it was going to take over, they disappeared. DTM, please leave a comment. Let me know if you can hear her when Donna's talking. Please let me know if you can hear her clearly.
Yes, I wasn't close to them, but towards the end, he was always checking on me. I gotta see you, I gotta see you. And I was like, why? And now the pieces fell together, why? He was checking on it, and then he actually is cloned. And that's even weirder to say because people also, you say split society, cloned, you say body snatch, and they think it's a conspiracy theory. This is 100% truth. And I am trying to get the truth out there. I am proof that it's real. I cannot get help because I went running around as it was taking me down, and I got labeled instead. So I am stuck here. And I'm trapped as, some of the brain in this thing. But it really does all the controlling. I basically am stuck on a couch.
Yeah, and she has photographic evidence of it happening. And, it's really sad because people would rather say she's crazy versus admitting something seriously, 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 seriously wrong.
Yes, and how it works when it takes you over, you have no idea. Your memory is completely wiped out from anything that was going on, even up to that time. But during the final attack, that's your organs, your skin, and it finishes eating you. And there's a burning acid that goes through as it gets these parts. So you're stuck running around. But what was that? What was the thing? What was the thing?
We were talking about how Oh no, I can't remember what you're talking about either.
See, I need to be read a little bit because
Yeah, you
not
get you
good.
get you get lost. So, yeah, you had no idea what was happening, and
Oh yeah.
they
Okay, so you
they
get
knew
blacked
it was
out.
a setup.
Black out. You black out.
Yeah, you black
You
out
think
and
that
become basically a zombie because it's
yeah.
literally taking all of your organs, all your parts away.
Yep.
And then when it gets to your brain and does the final takeover, you're basically a zombie for how long were you zombied out?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. And then she had to relearn everything in a body that didn't belong to her.
Yes, and I had yes, and as it was doing it, I would try to fight. Like when I could wake up, I would try to fight and like run to a doctor and say this is happening, but it steals your words too, and you're trying to say like it's here, and they're just not listening and they're not comprehending what you're saying anyway. Um, so you bring people with you, and you hope that they can see your voice because you have lost your voice. I don't have my voice anymore. I have this one voice. It made this face with a smile. I'm never smiling inside. It made this face. Everything about it's fake.
What she's trying to
It's like it's
say
telling
is
a story.
what she's trying to say is if she was present and had control of her body, she would be running and screaming in sheer terror for help. But this thing has control, so it remains calm, cool, and collected. Like, this is what happened to me, no big deal. She's
Right.
able to explain it happened, but you can't, the emotions are gone. You can't see the terror on her face that she wants to express because it has control over every body part. If if it's asleep and she's awake, she can't even open her eyes. She has no control.
Yeah, I don't have. I only have. I wear a snake, a total snake. A snake is on my face. A snake is running this. A snake is on my head, through my head. We made my bones. They all flip around. Nothing's steady and sturdy because it moves like a snake.
DTM, can you put a little comment in to see if DTM's even on here? Because he should be asking questions. I don't see any comments, and he had questions for you.
This is such a long story that it goes back to all the pieces and how this stemmed, and it goes so far back. But for the past, this is going. The end of March will be my third year. I had my kids here for a while, but I was suffering so bad. I can't even tell you the pain because I only have this voice and the pain of going through this and a whole body pain. Something taking over your body is you lost your whole body. I mean, I wear snakes for skin. They are just blended, but they're swinging around on me, and no one can see this.
And that thing that you're looking at on the for the picture is what came out of her head when it was finished killing her. And she gave it to the doctors. Yeah, it looks like a lizard. She gave it to them and they threw it away.
They threw it away because they threw it away because they didn't recognize it. This is something that people do not know about. So they did one test and they threw it away. I was so upset. I was trying to get the nurse, like, where is it? Get it for me. Get it for me. And she was just walking me to the door like, it's okay, honey, it's okay. I'm like, it's not okay. You cannot fight for yourself. You cannot do
This is like
anything.
these
So I'm trying
old,
to be.
ancient secret societies that sacrifice their firstborn. She's the firstborn, and we've never heard of something like this. I mean, I'm sure there are many other victims out there, but they're either functioning or completely brainwashed or droned, so they don't know what's going on. Her case is different, and I kind of feel like it's different because hers is broken. So I don't feel it's functioning the way they want it to.
And why am I out? Why am I out? Because it's so hard to diagnose, because it was done to me so early, and it was building up. And how do you tell snake tissue? How do you tell snake tissue from human tissue? That's actually taking out and testing fibers. You can't test it like a muscle. They know how hard it is. I feel like I'm just like an experiment here out, and they want me to either, say I'm crazy, get in trouble, or they also have the hospital covered. That's another thing. We're talking about very elite people. We're not talking like your everyday person. This has been planned through generations. This goes back to my grandfather's grandfather at least.
Yeah, we're talking like back to Hitler and space stuff.
Yeah.
The big,
yeah,
the controllers of the world.
I'm going to just say it, yes. And the secret, there was another secret. My family was, and I only found out recently because I found it on Amazon, connected to NASA.
Surprise, surprise, NASA pretending to be aliens when really they're just people destroying your lives. Lying to you about everything.
And that's how they were flying all that stuff by my house.
Right.
Doing all these things.
And now she has lost everything. This thing stole everything from her. She doesn't have her kids. She doesn't have her life. She can't walk and make decisions for herself. And nobody will listen and nobody will help. And she needs people to support her, to stand up for her and say, I mean, all she needs is one sincere doctor to take a look at her to know there's something wrong. I'm not a doctor. I've watched something's wrong. Really, really, really wrong. Everybody's all over the YouTube talking about reptilian shapeshifters. Well, we have a walking, talking reptilian right here, and nobody cares.
Exactly. And I'm bringing it out. I'm here, help me. I know they can't bring me back, but this is the worst torture. I pull out from this brain what I can. That's why it's hard, and I need to be read in these kind of interviews. But I try really hard. I was a very, very smart person. I graduated valedictorian of my college class. I had to relearn left and right. I wouldn't be on YouTube if my mom didn't help me get on YouTube. You don't have these abilities. I sit in terror and pain from the minute it wakes up, from the minute it goes to sleep.
Day in and day out.
For 3 years.
And it's hard because she's shared so many pictures with me, but I don't want to accidentally share the wrong one. We'll be more prepared for that. This was a testing video, figure out how the heck to do an interview.
Yeah, and really, like, I need to do that a little bit, and if I get the questions, I am
Yeah,
much
and I
better
don't
at
mind
questions.
that. I almost feel like they're blocking me on purpose. Like, why can't I do an interview? Why? Not only that, but I almost feel like my video's being blocked. Where's DTM? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? You know.
What's up now?
Yeah, you know, like I did hashtag the other day, just hashtag gender agenda, and they immediately got rid of it. So you know their algorithm. I put in this stuff, my title, and they're just gonna get rid of me. So nobody can see me.
Yeah. This story is a really long story, and if you take me piece by piece, I can bring you through it piece by piece. And every single part that was taken over, I have pictures and videos, because when I could only wake up, I could only make a video or take a picture and send it for help. Please help me. Please help me. I put up the change because I'm talking about a body, and I'm like, what are these? What is this?
I'm clicking on your
like, what is she talking about?
Right, I'm clicking on your channel so that people know where to find you. She has documented the changes of her body throughout the last how many years?
I've only been on here since May.
Okay. But you have photos going back further.
I have photos of the last 2.5 years, because when I could wake up and send it, and then when something weird and I couldn't run, I skipped it, or I was like, what is that? So I have every reptile part set on camera.
Yes.
Because it built this part inside of me, and then built this fake humanness over it. It's not where my body was at all. It's built over and around. It's lowered and pushed out forward. Nothing's in the place where it was. And mainly they just hang wrap. I don't have any kind of balance. It kind of uses it as weight to when I stand up. The back and the rear isn't attached, so it just pulls you down. The belly just hangs for weight. It's just used as a weight system instead of a spine.
Right. My hope, though, is that because the Word of God says that His Word is sharper than any two-edged sword, and that it can separate or divide soul and spirit. And I sent you the scripture the other day, and joint and marrow. And when I saw that, I thought about it a lot, because you say, like you feel like you're made of rubber.
Yeah,
and your tendons and your joints and your joints and your tendons. And it makes me think, why would have he added that into his word? Think about it. Like I get the dividing of soul and spirit, but of marrow and of joints and marrow, there has to be a.
Well, maybe they couldn't take that part, so they had to make that part. I don't know.
Right, but what I'm saying though is, like, a lot of times in the Word of God, people don't understand certain things for a reason, or it's hidden because of the hidden societies. So, only certain people are going to know what it means. But if we know what it means in that aspect, that would mean that it could, be the sword to get rid of, this, imitating joint and marrow.
I would need a complete miracle.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
a brand new body, and I don't say God can't do it. I don't ever say that. I don't. But this is not is being.
Well, the scary thing is if we just take you, they're going to turn you into a lab rat. You need somebody who has compassion and a heart and is willing to actually take care of you and look into this.
Yes, I feel the only way to do that and have mercy on me is put me to sleep, put my part of the brain to sleep, and let this thing go. It will do what it wants. I don't know that it will talk. I don't know.
And for some reason, you think it can't be killed.
Right.
And that irks me. Like, how? Why? Because
Right.
why do you feel so strongly that way?
Because it's so pulled out. It doesn't use, you don't have like that type, you don't have like the real heart going. You don't have real lungs. It's not like you can do anything to this. And it's so hanging and rubbery. It's very heavy, and I don't know, you just can't get to it. You know, it's like, how would you kill an anaconda? I don't know.
Right. Because, like, you know, a lot of people who are demonically possessed, or no, people who aren't fully demonically possessed, are tempted to commit suicide. But
Yeah.
I've done a lot of research. But if they can get all the way in and take full control, they don't want to die because then they lose their house.
Right.
Then they don't have anywhere to dwell. So, I mean, we know this is spiritual because this was a sacrifice. This is, you know, these people believe they're God. You know, they're sacrificing to something.
Right, and I feel like it's a sacrifice, like initiation, sacrifice your firstborn.
Right.
It's definitely parasitic. It's not, I mean, spiritual, I would know, like, my stuff was here.
Right, but it's crazy. I have learned that the spiritual manifests itself into the material all the time.
Yeah, I know. I wish it was like, I really wish it was like that. You.
I know, but the more impossible it feels, the more possible we have to have hope. I mean, I talked to you for like 4 hours on the phone the other night, and there's no way that I was talking to nothing but a parasite mimic. You had a personality, a character, you had everything that one of my friends would have had. You know, like, there's no way. I know you're not the same.
If it's doing a personality, that's just doing a personality, because I have nothing but terror and pain. That's the difference. But I am here in the brain. Like, I know what's going on. You know, I do know what's going on.
Right.
I do know. And I know how it tricks people and into thinking, like, I do hear more. That's why it wears breasts that fall apart. That's why it wants to seem like a human thing, you know? It's not. It's not. It's all parasitic, and it's not spiritual. I wish. Then I could get an exorcism.
Right. I just feel like, though, that's I mean, there is nowhere else to turn other than to the Lord. I mean,
right.
There is nowhere else to turn.
Right. Exactly. That's why they left me out. There's nowhere to turn.
And, you know, that's how I ended up getting saved, because I had nowhere else to turn, and that's how I was saved. So, I mean, I pray to God that this is a blessing in disguise and a miracle happens, and Donna will have the most
Yes.
incredible testimony
Amen.
in the entire world.
Amen.
That's my prayer.
Thank you.
But I have 6 to 8 kids here. I should probably stop this. And next time, Donna, I'm going to have a list of questions. We'll know what we're doing. And,
Yeah, and I'll get organized and I'll write some stuff for you.
yeah, I'm going to write stuff. I'm going to have him write stuff and make sure he's actually on here. And, you know, be ready and not have kids in and out. But I know my husband's going to get upset because I invited all the kids over and then left.
Yeah.
But you guys, if you come across this video, go subscribe to her channel. Give her support. She needs support. And the thing is this thing wants you to think she's mentally ill so that you don't listen to her. It's a lie. I have been talking to her, and, you know, making videos is hard, and she's always irked by the pain in her body, so she'll start talking and then going on about her body because she's in pain. But if you just sit down and have a conversation with her, she's like any other person. There's nothing wrong with her brain. She's fine. She's just suffering tremendously. So the problem is people come across her videos, call her, you know, crazy, or say she's on drugs and needs mental help. They're blind, they're deaf, and they have no idea what's actually happening. This is real. This is real. Very few have eyes to see, and there are a couple who do know it's real, but they're too afraid. They're too afraid to face it. And you know what? I was afraid, but I did it anyway because I know that the Lord is my strength. And you don't leave somebody to die suffering alone.
I'm definitely not a shapeshifter. I'm shifted just into one big snake.
But you do shift slowly.
Oh, I just shift so fast.
I took a couple of your videos and slowed them down, and you do shift.
Let me just answer him.
Okay.
This is called vril, and the information out there about vril is just wrong. It's not. Maybe at first it is a biological takeover, and that's how it takes the memory of what it's doing, or something. But it is a full takeover, and the things they share out there about it, not how it works.
Yeah, whatever Donald said, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
There was this one woman in Mexico that gave shit to her boyfriend. Yeah, this is just a one-way a full reptile, and hopefully I can find someone to discover this. That not a shapeshifter. Yes, the body shift,
but it's just little morphings, like the nose will change shapes or the eyes will bulge out. You know, but it's not like her face turns green and she looks like a lizard.
No, because it just gave me the bone system, and it's a fake bone system, so the bones are swinging around.
Yes.
Flipping out like different parts.
It is the most deceptive thing in the world because everything is hidden under the skin. So you can't tell by looking at her. It's all under her skin. But you can tell when she pulls her skin off like it's stretchy Play-Doh.
It feels like that too. It feels like putty. Like putty. Full of scales. Like all scales Someone's asking, they want to do a body snatch video thing, but that's not the kind. I'm total lizard thing. I have all this gel. It's all made of parasites, so it's moving. Everything moves.
Always moving.
And the way it is because I don't have a skull anymore. It's just like snakes going through it. So the face is all clean all the time. So that's why it shifts around and looks different. And the eyeballs come out again, and the arms are going around, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I want to go into my photos, but you sent me so many, I don't want to show the wrong ones. But you guys are welcome to go over to her channel and watch her videos.
Thank you.
And then we're gonna do a better. I did like 5 of these before we could even hear both of our voices. A really good list of questions and answers, and do it at a time where people are actually on. It's late. And we have somebody who has been supporting her for a really, really long time, and he's not on here. He's going to be really sad too, because he was waiting, and I don't know what happened. So,
it's a full reptilian body snatch. It's made of it's got all the parts. It's made king snake, and then it's got the scaled snake, and then it's got tendon ones, but the tendon ones are just worm ones tying together. There's false tendon ones, of course. I am really, really looking for someone to discover this. Really, really.
What did she say? That last comment, it just disappeared on my phone.
Search up Snapchat video. Snapchat shifter video. Reptilian or not, they are shapeshifters.
She's
on these videos.
Yeah, I don't know about those videos. She doesn't shapeshift though. Like her body, okay. If you were to see her before her takeover versus after, she has a completely new body. So yes, she shifted into a new body, but she's not shifting now. But because her body is made of these snakes, it's always moving and changing.
Yes, it ate me.
It ate her from the inside out.
Alive.
I didn't say this on this live, but I said it on another one. If you research insects, there are these parasites that will eat the insects from the inside out. So they will eat everything that they are made of until they get to their brain, and then they'll eat their brain, and then the insect will live. They call them zombie bugs because they are driven solely by the parasite. The bug is dead. So it's basically like this. It went through and ate everything and replaced it with what only it needed, but making the outside look as if it's a human, but the parts aren't made for a human at all.
No, I basically
from what I saw, no, it's not made for a human. It's made for a lizard reptile.
Yes, and I do not get food. I haven't gotten food for 2 years. I feed the snake. It goes right through the snake. It doesn't go through the belly part. It goes through the snake. And I feel it makes me feel every single thing.
And I mean, if it changed her teeth, like before and after teeth, just completely, it replaced every single thing about her eyes. And I'm sorry, Donna, but your eyes, like, she can take like, the things she can do to her body, she can put her finger right on her eyeball and move it around. It doesn't hurt because it's not real.
No, right.
Nothing's real. It doesn't hurt. And you watch her do these things to herself and you think, ow, but no, not
Exactly.
ow. Even her hair is alive and moves because it's all part of this parasitic thing that is making her. And what else did I want to say?
Yeah. I can only do this because I try hard, and my mom led me to like try YouTube because we wrote so many people. But even my mom doesn't realize, now she does, how much is covered by these elite people. So like if I write NASA, that's checked off. If I write Harvard, MIT, that's covered. If I go to the hospital here, that's covered. It's a big, big covering up. I wouldn't just be sitting here. Plus, I don't have a voice. I don't have a voice to do things. I just know, and I know how it's working. Though it is its brain. It's a total reptile brain, but it needed to tweak me out and tweak me back to fix the human. And what
it brought her back to fix it. And that's what makes me so mad. I was like, this thing brought her back because it needs her to fix it. And then it's going to get rid of her. That's what I feel like it wants. It wants you to cry for help. And people are going to have mercy because we love people. And that's our job. And then I feel like it's going to get rid of you once it's fixed. It's because it's broken.
I don't think you can fix it, though.
I know, but I think that's what it's a service to self only. So right now, just like that video you showed me earlier, first thing it noticed was the shoulder. Right. All it cares about is fixing that shoulder so that it can do whatever the heck it wants to do.
Yeah, the thing is, the shoulder, that's off, so that pulls every neck muscle off and out, and the whole body has fallen down that way. It's just hanging on the snake, so it pulls every, what it would take for, like, your back muscle has pulled over to the other side. It's so horrible. And what we're talking about here is it's called vril, and they say it's a really old animal, like really old. They just happen to find these animals, and this is how I take it.
Wasn't it Hitler that found them?
Yeah, something like that. But this is the information that they say they just have this parasitic aspect, and they take out this parasite, and the parasite can. This parasite makes it into a reptile that, wears what you were. If it took over an elephant, it would still look like the elephant, but the elephant wouldn't do the same inside, What is it? Do you want to talk about a true shapeshifter? See, it's the humanness that throws everybody off, and that's what it likes. That's what it
This is the biggest deception in the world. If you can take people, turn them into animals, monsters, and then have the person begging for help and everybody saying you're crazy, it's the biggest deception in the world. And it wouldn't surprise me if they do it to more and more people. How would you feel if it was you and nobody listened because you weren't shape-shifting?
Yeah.
I mean, this thing ate her.
All over the back, but the thing is that it's skin. So when they feel a lump, they're like, "That's your spine" or whatever. I'm like, "That's not a spine. There's so many knots of it, and because it's still down and fell down, there's more knots of it. It's just hanging and swinging there."
This is just one piece
But it's just wearing.
of a very
It's
big
wearing.
puzzle. I was answering her little question. Yes, there are a bunch of deceptions, but sacrificing children so that they can grow up and turn into a monster and steal their life is not okay. And it's not okay to let somebody suffer just because you
No.
don't understand. Just because they haven't taught us about it doesn't mean it's not real. If you do enough research, you'll understand that this is real and she needs help. And we're supposed to help each other. What the heck is up with this whole like, well, you know, it's your problem. It's your problem. What happens when it's you that needs the help?
He said he's a parasite.
What?
Samuel said, how exactly do you sacrifice your children? My father's just a parasite. I was 3 years under, and I assume he said it to me. I do not know how he put it to me. He said it to me, and since then, it's been in my body, and then at the end, it's a total takeover.
I mean, some of them sacrifice them, but there's all different kinds of sacrifices. They do hexes and curses and this kind of stuff, all kinds of stuff. In these secret societies.
Yeah, it's very secret, and this is a lizard type of animal. Even though it's made of snake, it's a lizard type. You could consider me a snake too, but it's supposed to be a lizard, and it is called vril. That's this name that's out there for it. Probably something else.
And let's just think of this. Okay, this woman has a beautiful life with a beautiful family, beautiful home. She's got money. Her life's great. Why would she stop her life to tell everybody she's a snake that was eaten alive? Why would anybody do that? It was done to her. She woke up in a zombie mode and found a camera of her body changing. Somebody did this to her.
I do want it discovered. I do. There's so much science that is behind this. Like this thing taking over and running and trying to face a human, and all is inside of me. All I want to do is say, "Help me, help me," and it locks me in. Like if someone's here, or I'm only allowed at 2 stores. I've been in this town 25 years. I'm only allowed at 2 stores, or nobody knew me, and nobody. It's so weird. I barely recognize the town either, but
it doesn't want.
On the store, I want to say help me, and it walks in and it says, "Hi, how are you?" Instead, like it's just a human, and it's not human at all. And the reason why things are falling on me and pulling is because the shoulder fell and everything fell out. So the whole face is falling. The joints are coming apart, swinging apart. Joints. I don't have like attachments for like these big tendons. They're huge, and I don't have attachments like humans have it because they're just parasites coming down, and they just swing on the foot. So when something comes apart, the whole foot comes apart. Like I spend the day either rattling the top, just trying to get out of the pain, and it's like an acid pain. It's not like a human pain. It's acid. It's parasitic acid pain, and I think because they're stressed like so much and out of places that they're burning like this, and because their skin, they can just fall and switch places.
It's an interview with Donna. She has a channel. It's in this video. I came across her by accident and my heart broke. I watched a bunch of her videos, did a lot of research, and then we started talking on the phone and trying to help her. That's what's going on. So just getting it out there as much as we can to find somebody to help her.
Yeah, she found me on YouTube.
Yeah, I just came across a video by accident of her crying. It was one of her last videos. She was crying, saying, I'm not going to survive this. And the sheer, your eyes were bulging out of your head, and the terror, like you knew you were going to die. I think it was before you were taken over.
Yes, yes.
There was like over 600 views on it. That's the first video I saw.
I think I died then. I was gone.
You were like, I'm not, I know I can't survive this. I mean, I was like, what is happening to this woman?
I should share my earlier videos. Yeah, that's about the time I started recording. And I started recording because I couldn't remember what even to tell the doctor. So in the middle of the night when it would wake me up and go up my neck, I'd say, oh, I got to tell the doctor this. And I made a video, and then it was like a really bad smell, and I smelled like rotting flesh. And I was like, I got to tell him about this smell. But I'd always forget I made a video, and I didn't know. Like, even if I sent the video out right away to my brother or something, I'd forget. You know, it wipes your memory right away. When you start coming to, and like over the 2 years, you don't even remember how to peel a carrot. You don't remember left and right. You don't. The whole world's upside down. Your brain's upside down too. Whatever, and it still goes upside down. Like sometimes I'm like, what's front and back? And you know, I'm like, am I touching the ear in the back or the front? And that's also because they're made of little worms and they shift around. And I'm like, what the hell direction are we in?
Yeah, and not only that, but she sent me a whole bunch of pictures and a lot of stuff you can't share on YouTube. And I'll just say that any doctor in the world, no, excuse me, any human being in the world that saw the pictures that I saw would know something's wrong, because not only did it change her whole body, that means it changes your whole body. And there are certain things that remain the same, you know, our private areas. And her private area has been turned into the area of a reptile. I mean, there is not one person, not to mention doctor, that can't say, we have a problem. She's had 3 kids. How can this happen?
Thank you. I ran around to doctors. I ran around, and even when they started seeing the lumps under my skin, they said, you know, my primary care ignored me. The dermatologist said, you need to get that out. But at that time, it was already wrapped around my leg. It was going down my other leg. I'm like, what's getting two of them out? Now I'm covered, you know? I have a full body. I know I'm past being saved unless God grants a miracle to me.
We will.
In God's miracle to be getting this discovered and getting this out, what people do to people.
Right, what people do to people. And then I learned a long time ago, Donna, from being a victim of so many things, they turned the victim into a victim by making them a victim again and again and again. They victimize the victim. If you go into the system a victim, you're going to come out a victim.
Nothing but abuse.
The system is there to, quote, help the victim. So the victim runs to the system. And this happened to me, I can't count how many times. And I ran out more victimized than I had ever been in my life, because I had faith that if, you know, the truth would set me free. No, the truth did nothing but hurt me more, because they didn't listen.
Charming.
Whose name?
Oh, I don't know what this is.
Oops.
I am so bad. I am not tech. I can't use any technology. I'm so limited. I can't even order anything online anymore. I don't know, like, it takes me forever to do something.
I'm trying to click to your channel so she can see where you are. That's me.
Charmaine was Dario. So,
Can you hear this?
last night, I was like, how can I wind this in? You know, this is what I go through. How can I wind this in?
Can you hear that on the video?
Oh, I see what he's talking about. I see what they're talking about. These choice forms. Yeah, I don't see shit like that. I'm gonna read about her, but I don't see shit like that. I'm totally not a hybrid. There's no humanness to this at all. None. No humanness at all. I'm just crap.
She's just a shell.
I can assure that is worth with DAD. With DAD.
She said, what's DAD?
DAD is worse. What is that?
I don't know. You can type in.
Right. Yeah. There's nothing worse than this.
DAD stands for. This is a disorder. What does DAD stand for?
Just YouTube search DAD.
DAD is worse. You just search DAD. You will see. It just sounds like dad, but okay. It's not DID, is it?
But there is nothing worse than this. I can tell you that.
I was looking for the video of you before.
I don't see it.
I'll do it.
Tyler Wood, bad emotional. Yeah, it's not coming up. But honestly, there's nothing worse than this. There's nothing worse than.
Is it DAD disorder?
If you type it, I don't see anything like that. She said no. She said, I don't know.
Well then, it's just not coming. DAD is dad.
On the channel. She said,
oh, the dad channel? That guy's just a weirdo. Him? This guy? He's just a weirdo. Yeah, he needs help. I'm on the channel, but this has nothing to do with... Okay.
what's that?
It's just this crazy guy.
Oh.
He needs help. Yeah, he's mentally crazy. But this woman is being killed.
I was killed. But
she remembers dying and then coming back.
The skin's not even mine. It's not even my color. But who's gonna know that, right?
I was trying to find that one, but I don't know how to find it. How long ago was that? The first video I saw of you?
Yeah, I'm totally not crazy. I'm totally not. This thing hangs all over.
I know the difference between crazy and terror, and I saw terror.
I'm in terror, and it blocks me from the terror.
Right, right. I haven't seen you in terror since that video.
That's probably that was probably the last time. And then the only time I could stay with my eyes for a little while till those became parasited.
You could show emotion in your eye.
Till it took over my eyes.
Right.
About 2,000 people in America. No, I
now you
totally
have the
did.
brightest white eyes.
Yeah.
Your eyes are so white, like it looks fake.
They never change. Doesn't it look fake?
Yeah, because sometimes
so
my eyes
fake.
get pinkish or,
Right?
And like when you poke yourself over and over in the eyeball and they don't even like get irritated. What the heck?
Yes. But I would go to the older videos where I put the changes up and start there and stuff, and then it's a total takeover. Some of the ones I'm not even there. If you look up vril, they tell a little bit about it, but it's really not how it works like that. It's not.
And we don't know if there's different kinds.
Yeah, there could be different kinds, but I only know this one. I don't know about the size. I can only trace where this family came from. I didn't know this thing existed. They know the timing of this thing, and
do you see how she can stretch her skin all over her body? It stretches, and just like snake skin.
And when I squeeze it like here, you can see the path of the snake. It's not like, you can see him like swirling all the way up. And it makes it hard to squeeze because, but it's stretching. You can't even tell like my hand drops. This thing springs by. You would think they're tendons, but they're just really, really wrapped over and under, and then back down my arm. I'm all fancy in one piece.
I'm trying to tell, is that your mouth or your eye?
Yes, Donna 0870.
Okay.
So I died. I didn't come back as anything, but it only tweaked me back to use me. It's a very empty brain. It's a reptile brain. It's an animal brain. It's the snake. It's total snake.
Look at that. The way it lights up your mouth, it looks like two huge fangs on the side. Do you see that?
Right?
It like blocks out your front teeth, and then you got fang cheeks.
Exactly. It's showing it.
Because your cheeks aren't really there. That's what it is. It's the snake's mouth, and then it's so crazy. In the light, it really.
The mouth. It reaches the whole mouth. I don't really have the throat at all. It just like dumps down this thing.
And then like your forehead, the thing that shows up on your forehead is horrifying.
Isn't it?
Yeah, because it's got eyes and everything.
The black and white. I just want to explain that a little more. Its features coming out, and when the teeth light up white, it's because that's the fake humanness it added. That it's so weird. Like I had to experiment. Like I'm only here, so I was like outside the flashlight, and I was like, oh my god, because I can feel the differences in the fake sheet and the where it's rubbery stuff. I'm like, there's a difference, and how it lights up is that different. The teeth like roll around in the mouth, and I can tell there's a covering on the teeth. The teeth are toe rubber. I don't have to do anything. The tongue's alive. The tongue does it. I'm total animal. I cannot even use my hand the way I would want to. It's all tied up as a reptile hand.
Working on the neck. Look at your face.
Yeah, my face is not even my face. It's just wearing a resemblance of me. Like, it's sort of, but no, everyone that knew me knows it's not, it knows. They're like, oh my God, like, what happened to you? I have my mom and my sister, and that's basically it. And they don't know what to do. No one knows where to turn or what to do,
She can't even get up unless it chooses to get up. She doesn't get to choose if she eats or goes to the bathroom or moves her leg. Like I said, if it's asleep, she doesn't get to open her eyes. Can you imagine being trapped inside. It's like the that movie of the man with all the things in his head. Oh, the Morocco. What's the name of that movie? Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's definitely a reptilian parasite. It's definitely a reptilian parasite. I never got that. Unless God does it, but,
I'm looking for your video of you saying
bones, everything, your bones just spin around.
that you're gonna die.
I know, and that was early, and I knew it. I knew I wasn't going to survive it. Like, at one point, I was like, I'm not going to survive this, and I didn't. And I fought for my kids so bad, and that's the only thing I would wake up. I would try to snap the pictures of my kids.
Look at this. This was when you're first. Look at that. So am I getting close to it?
Yeah, can you see? Like, I'm not even there anymore.
Oh, wait. I'm all the way down to your kids now, so it's got to be here. Right here. Last thought.
Yeah, that's when I started. Right?
Yeah, but is this the one I'm thinking of? No, 96. It had 600. I think. This is it.
Yeah,
this is
the one at the bottom, I think.
This is it right here. It's got 1.7K. I wonder if we can hear it.
I know people don't believe me, but this happened to me, and they let me suffer for so long. I went to Newton Wellesley, and I said it's in my face, in my eyes, and he guaranteed it wasn't. It is. I have been suffering so bad. I'm not going to survive this. There's no way. I've been running around trying. Yeah, it's definitely in my eyes now. I don't know. Nobody listened to me. I tried so hard, I swear to God. It's in my head too. You shouldn't be able to do weird things. You know, you shouldn't. It's like weird stuff going on. It's taking me going. It's coming out of my head. And my nose. In my eyes, and they leave me like this. Because it's psychosomatic, right? I'm doing this to myself. All I want is find out what it was. This thing in my neck too. It goes all the way down. They wouldn't take it out. And then I want them to leave me alone. And I'm sorry. I wanted to be here so bad. I fought so hard. I wanted to be here so bad. I wanted a life. I wanted to be with my kids, and I wanted to live. I wanted to go out. I wanted to do everything. That's not going to happen for me. They left me handicapped practically. I mean, I can get up and walk to the bathroom or walk to the car or whatever, but that's it. I don't have a life anymore. And this hurts, and I keep telling you this hurts. So I need you to find out what it is. And then I need you to soothe them all. This thing's huge. I said something to me.
I already do, trust me.
I didn't do it to myself. I'm not crazy. I'm sane.
Like being someone's a bitch behind bars.
This like comes out of my neck. I know you can't see it, but after I go, I want to know, I want you to know, I want Donald to know what the heck that is, because that's what got me. And they kept leaving it there. 1 year. Alright, I love you, I love everyone. I'm still trying to fight, but who do I have left to go? It's coming in my head. Alright. I'm not crazy.
I'm sorry she got disconnected, but we need to start a hashtag support Donna or something, some kind of a hashtag for support Donna. We need to do something to help her. Share her videos. Share her story. Do what you can. She needs help. You know, I know I'm not the only person in the world that has a heart. Anyway, guys, I've got a bunch of kids to play with and it's getting late. Donna will make a list of all the very, very important things that we need to talk about so that it's clear and organized next time and I'm not distracted by a bunch of children. And it wouldn't have been as bad if I wouldn't have spent 45 minutes trying to get it to go live. So I love you guys so much. And I really, really, really hope that you take time to look into this because this is no joke. She's not mentally disabled. There's nothing wrong with her mind other than the fact that she's been taken over. So she's in there. But, you know, if she had it her way, she would be crying and screaming and yelling and begging for her life. But she can't do that because it won't allow her to show the emotions that she needs. She's locked inside. Can you imagine? She needs to be set free. Hashtag set Donna free. Hashtag free Donna. Hashtag free Donna. That's what it should be. We need to start some sort of a support group, something. Give me your ideas in the comments. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.